I have to break up with my boyfriend. So I'm not naked, I just got out of the shower. And as we all know, when you're in the shower, you have like your best thoughts, or I guess you could say your worst thoughts. But I've come to realize it's not him that I want, it's just someone, if that makes sense. You know, I went into talking to him thinking that I did want a boyfriend, I did want like a commitment, I did want a relationship. And if I'm being honest with myself, that is like the worst thing or the last thing that I need right now, which is now makes the situation tricky because from my understanding, I think he does want something like that. And it's not even like we've invested a lot of time or money into each other. It's only been 2 weeks, but still I've seen enough between us and I know myself enough to know that this is not what I want. It just sucks because I don't want to hurt his feelings, but at the same time, I don't want to force myself deeper into a situation that I know I don't want to be in. And if I'm feeling this way, I don't think it's fair to him to basically prolong the inevitable. But let me talk about also what kind of happened to make me feel this way. So aside from like me being who I am and just kind of being like a free spirit, wanting to adventure, have fun, not really liking commitment or anything like that, people are fickle. That I feel like that's what makes us human in a way. One minute they can show you one behavior, but then do something completely out of the norm for them. And ultimately you just have to love the person wholeheartedly. My point being, there are pros and cons to forming relationships with people. And I am very particular about who I choose to invest my time and emotions into. Let's just get into what has happened basically. So as you guys know, in the last video I posted, we went on our date. And there were 2 things that sort of stuck out to me. 3 things, big red flags that I don't know if I want to deal with for forever basically. So first thing, as we walked around, in case you guys didn't know, the guy I went on a date with was white. As we were walking around, I was enjoying like his presence. I was focusing on him, trying not to be on my phone, not to like, I was trying to maintain eye contact. And every 5 seconds he would be like, did you see that person? They gave us a bad look. And I was like, because I wasn't paying attention to anyone, as I said, I've been focusing on him and our conversation. He was like, that old guy just gave us a bad look. And I was like, what old guy and why? And he was like, the one that just walked by. And I was like, okay, well, why did he look at us? What were we doing? And he said, you know why. I think I know he was hinting at the fact that I'm black and he's white and we're in Texas and some old man has bad feelings about that. But at the same time, like, I couldn't care less. Like, if I didn't want to be on a date with a white person, I wouldn't be on a date with a white person. I wouldn't be here with you. So, and on top of that, the opinions of others don't really bother me that much, especially when it comes to my happiness and how I live my life. So that already was kind of a red flag. I was like, okay, this guy is like not feeding into it, but I feel like it's making him uncomfortable. The fact that people like, I mean, it's a known thing. Like, he was white, I'm black. Like, that's not, 1, it's not a problem, but 2, it's not something we should shy away from. It is what it is. Just like if he went on a date with an Indian girl or a Mexican girl, they would be different than him. So I'm trying to figure out what the problem was. Maybe it was like his first time going on a date with a person of color, or I don't even know what that was all about. But it made me uncomfortable because then I started thinking like, oh, did I do something wrong? Am I making him uncomfortable? Does he even want to still be here? Like, it just made my mind start to race and think about stuff I wasn't even thinking about. And then we went to get, as I told you guys, I think, we went to get boba tea. So we're sitting there inside the little dining area, and there's someone outside with a camera. And it's not that they were with a camera, they were on their phone. And so they were like this through the glass, and you could see them like scrolling on their phone or something. And he says, oh wait, like in the middle of our conversation, my date said, oh wait. So I stopped and he was like, oh, I thought that person was taking pictures of us. So I turn around and it's some guy outside like on his phone. So I'm like, okay, this guy is clearly, I don't want to say he's uncomfortable with dating a person of color, but he's very insecure about it. And that just made me like, but the thing is, I've known this guy for a semester and I definitely thought he was cute. I was attracted to him, or I thought I was anyway. And so I was like, okay, I want to get to know this guy better. But like, if the fact that I'm black is a problem for you, there's no way, one, we can even have a relationship. Two, can we even be friends? Like, if we went to hang out as friends, do you guys think he would still be having the same weird, like, anxiety about our hanging out if we were there as friends and not on a date? It's just weird. I don't know, maybe he was experimenting and or didn't realize he wasn't comfortable with dating a black person, but like, I don't want to be your experiment. Like, figure that out on yourself. Don't bring me along with you so you can test something out, which is also what I feel like I'm doing to him in a way. Because like, this was my first date and I wanted to bring him along to figure out my feelings. And now that I have figured them out, I feel like I need to tell him. But at the same time, this weekend we're supposed to go to the art museum. And I love the art museum. Should I tell him before we go, or should I tell him after we go that I just want to be his friend, if even that? Because as I said, it doesn't seem like he's comfortable with going out with black people. I shouldn't say black people. Going out with a person who's different than him. Maybe he would have reacted the same if I had blue hair, or if I was a little person, you know. I don't know, but I definitely think I have to end things with him. As far as like us going into a relationship, I don't see how that can progress. Now my question is just, how do I do it and when do I do it? But it's really sad because I did have fun on our date. I just wish he wasn't so... Oh, also he talks a lot. Like, he'll go on just tangents about stuff. It's not that I didn't care. Like, I always paid attention to what he was saying, but after a while it was just like, oh my god, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about something other than science, other than religion? And he's a preacher's kid as well. So I haven't really gone into depth about my experience with religion or Christianity on this channel or my other channel, my main channel. But let's just say religion is not something that I put at the forefront of my life anymore. So I don't know how that would work either. I'm just confused. Like, I know how I'm feeling, but I don't know how to handle those feelings. Which I feel like is something a lot of us struggle with, so I wanted to bring it onto the channel. Like the video, subscribe if you're new here. And maybe I'll vlog our second date if I do go on it. Y'all let me know. Help, advice, comment down below. Thanks. Bye, I love you. Bye.